Hello, let's discuss about Introduction to Retail. What is retailing? The word retail is derived from the French word retailer, meaning to cut a piece off or to break bulk, and that is precisely what a retailer do. Retailing is the set of business activities that adds value to the product and services sold to consumers for their personal or family use. Retailing not only includes the sale of products in store but also sale of services. Retailer's role in distribution channel. A retailer is a business that sells product or services to consumers for their personal or family use. Retailers are final business in a distribution channel that links manufacturers to consumers. Manufacturing, wholesaling, and retailing. Let's see how they are connected. Vertical integration is a strategy that allows a company to streamline its operation by taking direct ownership of various stages of its production process rather than relying on external contractors or suppliers. So, in vertical integration, a company can backward integrate or forward integrate. In terms of forward integration, a manufacturer will undertake retailing activities, while in backward integration, a manufacturer will become its own supplier, or a wholesaler will become its own manufacturer. Example of retailers: Walmart, Depot, McDonald, Big Bazaar, D-Mart, Podia, Reliance Mart, National and Noon. Some of the names that you have seen in your own local market. Functions performed by retailers: increasing the value of products and services by providing an assortment of products and services, breaking the bulk, holding inventory so that it reduces consumers' cost of storing the product, providing services like offering credit, displaying product, salesperson giving information on product or product demonstration. Now let's see services offered by retailer. New product information, convincing and buying, providing credit sales, after sales services, wide selection, regular availability of product. These are some of the services that a retailer offers to the consumer. How retailer adds value? Let's take an example of a bicycle retailer. The value of product and services increases as retailer perform various functions. So the bicycle that is developed at the manufacturer, bicycle is developed in several styles. Bicycle is offered at convenient location in a single quantity. Bicycle is featured on the floor. And bicycle can be bought on credit and cash. All this is only possible because of a retailer. Global significance of retailing channel. Let us compare distribution channel around the world in terms of retailing. Let's take the example of United States, the developed economy, where the concentration of retail sales made by large retailer is very high, while the restriction on retail location or store size and ownership is few. And when we see at a developing country like India, concentration of large retailers, retail density, as well as average store size all are low, and restriction on retail location, size, and ownership are considerable. Let's have a look at largest retailers in the world. Walmart, Amazon, one of the two biggest retailers in the world, and then the list goes on. Opportunities in retailing: management opportunities, marketing, finance, HR, accounting, advertising, promotion, logistics, and an entrepreneur. You can become an entrepreneur and start your own retailing chain. For example, Kishore Gyani of Future Group. E-commerce channel will reach $105 billion and surpass the modern trade by 2025. Here you can see that the retail sector is divided into traditional, modern, and e-commerce. And all these sectors are growing. Only modern trade will observe slight decline from 20 to 25, while the entire retail sector is growing at 12.8 CAGR between 22 to 25. Indian retail sector can be divided into food and grocery, lifestyle and electronics, and others, where food and grocery is the major contributor, that is 68%, and the CAGR from 2019 to 2030 is expected to be 9%. Indian retail sector. The retail market in India has undergone a major transformation and has witnessed tremendous growth in the last 10 years, expected to reach 1.1 trillion by 27 and 2 trillion by 2032. Currently have the fourth largest retail market in the world, and the contribution to India's GDP is 10%, while 8% in employment generation. 10% growth rate is expected from 2020 to 2022, and the share of organized retail of total retail market is 12%. Indian retail sector certain growth drivers are growing income, increasing online spend, growth of rural consumption, and men and household, and Sustainability, data science, smart supply chain, hyper digitalization, and personal commerce are certain other factors. There are a few government initiatives that are also boosting this change. October 21, RBI announced plan for a new framework for retail digital payment in offline mode. Multi-brand FDIs are allowed up to 51%. Cash and carry retailing FDI is allowed up to 100%. Single brand retail FDI is allowed up to 100% with subject to certain conditions. Government of India has allowed 100% FDI in online retail of goods and services. In this course, we'll be studying retail management, the following modules. World of retailing, introduction to the world of retailing, types of retailer, multi-channel and customer buying behavior. Retail strategy, will be studying financial strategy, retail location, site location, organization structure, HRM, information system, supply chain management, and CRM. Merchandise management, will be studying managing merchandise, planning system, buying merchandise, pricing, retail communication mix. And the store management, will be studying managing store layout, design, and visual merchandising with customer service. Finally, elements in the retailing mix: customer service, store design and display, location, merchandise management, communication mix, and pricing. These are the elements of retailing mix. Thank you.